So, Jen, thank you so much for taking some time to come in and sit down with me today. Just have a couple questions for you. So, for everyone watching at home, why don't you just tell me who you are, a little bit about yourself, please?
My name's Jenn Hill, and I'm running to be state representative for the 109th District. I have 30 years experience in economic development, sustainability, and nonprofit leadership. For the past 8 years, I've been representing the UP at energy policy discussions because unfortunately we pay the highest electric rates in the lower 48 here in the UP, many of us do. And for the last 5 years, I've been a Marquette City Commissioner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. So tell me a little bit about how your background has led you into running in this race this year.
So I have a lifetime connection to the UP. My family has been fishing here for 3 generations, literally been coming here since I was a baby. And I absolutely love the outdoors and love the quality of life that we can have here that's unique to the Upper Peninsula. And my family is very much community-minded. My dad is wrote a column for many years about the community that we lived in, and my mom was a church volunteer and worked in a school. So commitment to others and commitment to service is very important. And so I have led nonprofits. I have been I've also been someone who has given grants for nonprofits as well. So I've sat on both sides of that table. And I think that I'm going to bring my experience as a local government official, which is understanding that we can't go anywhere else. We have to get the job done. We want to have good parks. We want to have good police, fire. I want to bring that experience, and then the experience of up here. I go out and knock doors and talk to actual people in their homes, and the issues I'm hearing about are housing, childcare, and the high cost of prescription drugs and then inflation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, certainly. Thank you for that. Now, a big topic here. So following the last general election, there was a lot of talk about democracy being at risk and through voting methods or the soundness of elections. What are your thoughts on that in the past and moving forward?
I completely trust the clerks in the Upper Peninsula. I think we had a very fair, and we know we had a fair election that where we had more people vote than ever before in 2020, and all the checks and balances works, and we had a very fair election, and that and folks here, representatives on both sides of the aisle here in the UP, certified the election. Going forward, I think it's important that everyone votes and that everyone gets educated on the issues, which is why I'm here to talk about what I hope to do in the state legislature. I think that my experience is that I wait for the election results actually at Marquette County Courthouse and see for myself people coming in and bringing the ballots. It's an entirely fair and careful process, and I trust the clerks of the UP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And another topic that's on a lot of people's minds, so with the likelihood of abortion access being on the ballot in November, what is your stance on that proposal?
I believe very strongly that government has no place getting between an individual and their doctor or their medical provider. I have no right to be in making life and death decisions. That's up to you and your medical provider. End of story.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And next now, so another topic, if elected, what would you do to improve access to mental health resources in the Upper Peninsula?
Yeah, that's a really, really important topic. And again, as I'm out meeting with people, I hear about it. I've heard about it in all 4 counties of the district. It's very sad. Folks are under a lot of stress and strain. Our veterans, which have need special services, and I think there's lots of different opportunities to serve the military, who unfortunately, coming out of the experiences that they've had, are going to need that help. And so, to answer the services that we could be providing, making sure that they're open at hours. People who do shift work might need to have these services available at different times a day than 9 to 5. We want to make sure that the telehealth, which people learned to rely on during COVID, is strong, and that we have good broadband so that people can get access to services no matter where they are, no matter what time of day. And I also think it's important some of these strains are due to our poor economy and our raising costs, and so it's important that we look at things like a minimum wage and paid sick leave so that people can hold a job while they're getting better and in recovery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for that, Jen. Now, if elected, what would you do to improve access to health care for seniors in the upper peninsula?
So our there's a couple parts to that question. One is transportation and making sure that we have we have a bus service in the counties, but then also there's medical rides that people rely on sometimes, and we need to make sure that that system is one that's fully funded and has good drivers. Again, that's a workforce question, which we making sure that those jobs pay well so that people can are taking those jobs where we need that critical care. In addition, making sure that people's pensions are not taxed, which is something that currently happens, but I would want to vote to change that so that people have more money in their pockets. And then the prescription drug prices are too high, and we need to make sure that we're holding the pharmaceutical companies to account.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. And this will be my final question. Do you have any message for undecided voters right now?
I would like folks to understand that I'm running to make sure that no one is left behind in the UP. There's too often, I think, there's this sense that only the people who are the most connected are the people who get services and support. That will not be the case when I'm state representative. I'm going to make sure that everyone in the UP has access and can speak to me when they need to, send me an email, make a phone call. I will be there for you.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking some time today. And now everyone will be able to watch. And yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.